Riding Tiger with Arijit.
Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to Riding Tiger, one of my finest podcasts when I bring amazing personalities across the world, and they are the movers and shakers of the industry. And the reason I call this podcast as Riding Tiger, because as you know, entrepreneurship is about riding on the top of a tiger. When it is a small baby, you feed it with milk eventually, with the tendency that it will grow. And when it is growing, it will become big and you will be traveling with it and you are on the top of it. And when you start that particular journey, you need to understand you can't stop now because it is hungry. And when it is hungry, it is looking for raw meat, and that raw meat is money. You have to keep feeding your business. Otherwise, the only thing will happen either you need to kill it or the business will eventually die. Else, the business will say, well, here I am, you fed me, but it's not happening properly. So if you can't, I will eat you. So it's a risky journey always for an entrepreneur. And guess what? Today I have got an amazing personality with me. So let me give a little bit of understanding who is Mr. Liang. Liang started his career, I would say he started long back, probably we are in the same age. He started in 1995 as a senior help desk consultant, eventually joined Yahoo Mail, and then sequentially he moved to McAfee, and from McAfee he went to Symantec, and then the growth happened like boom, and now he's running one of the finest influencer marketing company based out of US and doing massive work in Asia, Central Asia, US, Europe, to name a few. So welcome to Riding Tiger, my friend.
Well, thank you for the introduction, Arijit. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much. In fact, he is right now traveling. He is in Central Asia, if I'm not wrong. So let me ask a very basic question to this amazing personality. What is success for you?
Well, success means that you have to set your goals and then try to make incremental sort of achievements so that you can feel that you're accomplishing your your milestones.
Brilliant. So if I may ask you another very basic question. Usually we have seen startups and they start because they feel that sometimes there is some investor who will be investing in their business. And there are also some startups who start because there is a cause and they want to make it happen. They want to sustain, they want to innovate. So if I compare both of these kind of startups in various different part of the world, you have seen the world for last, I think, over 27 plus years
Yes.
to the startup world. So what do you think? What kind of mindset usually gives a startup a big boom? And if you feel that there is an investor who will be investing on your business idea, what are the key elements you feel that should be there in a startup?
Well, so in terms of startups, usually there's there's some sort of like uh, cases where the founders have come across challenges of how they are doing some things, and then they take that and then make it into a potential business. And so sometimes the uh, sort of business model, they're able to make sort of adoptions and changes according to the changes of the environment or business environment as well. And so that's basically attracting a lot of the VCs to uh, take a look at them and see how they can be part of that journey and help them grow. And so, of course, living in Silicon Valley for 20 plus years, I've seen so many startups that have succeeded and failed. So in Silicon Valley, there have been a lot of sort of talks about only less than 10% of the startups are able to survive and make it big. So startups definitely need to be innovative and also come up with great ideas that help them be successful and having VCs that believe in them to invest in them as well.
Brilliant. I know that you have worked with a Chinese company, which is probably you have worked on the influencer marketing. Plus, if I'm not wrong, you have been leading Jolly Chick for
Uh,
cross-border D2C mobile e-commerce.
yes,
Yeah. So tell us a
yes,
little bit. Tell us a little bit about your experience working with a D2C mobile e-commerce company based out of China. And if I may extend the question, can we compare working in these kind of Chinese company and then working with a complete US-based company like Yahoo? So what is your experience, if you can share?
yes. So working for a Chinese company is different from a US or European companies for sure. So with Chinese companies, uh, they are very, very metric driven. So if the uh, operations you're managing doesn't uh, um, produce any sort of results in a short amount of time, basically you'll be called out and then also be shown the exit. So and then of course they uh, work you very hard in a Chinese company. So 996 is a very, very common thing in China. So when they expand outside of China, they also try to make sure the employees in uh, in the markets that they expand into also are uh, following the 996 sort of model. Don't know if your audience knows about 996 is
Please
basically,
explain. Yeah.
uh, yeah, so 996 is basically working 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week. That's basically the model.
Oh my God. So it's like 12 hours in a day, and that's 6 days in a week, which means
Yeah,
you are working rigorously, and almost half of your time is going in the company itself. So if we may
yeah.
compare that with maybe companies like Symantec or maybe Yahoo, how do you explain that?
Yeah. So in terms of working at Yahoo, at Symantec, some of the bigger sort of like startups or established companies in Silicon Valley or in the US, they try to make sure you have a work-life balance. And so uh, from my experience is that as long as you get your work done, if you've done it, you finished early, you are more than welcome to take off for the day, or if you feel like you want to work from home, you can do that as well. So it's a little bit more flexible and a little more humane.
Super. So if I look at your career path, my friend, what I have seen so far. So my podcast is more about giving a little bit of input to the audience so that they can also learn to grow in their career path. So what I have seen, you have been working on the ad monetization segment. You have been working with D2C. You have been working with building business, if I'm not wrong. And then
Hmm.
eventually you slowly probably inclined towards the influencer marketing. And then you probably now are collaborating, helping other countries. This is not only city, other countries
Yes,
to bring influencers in their country and then build their own ecosystem to go global, right? So
yes,
if I may ask you a little bit about what exactly you are doing at the moment in the present company and how you are helping other countries to grow with not only influencer marketing, probably as I have that flexibility of saying you as a very close friend of mine. So I have seen that you have been helping a lot many other sectors as well. If you can please touch upon on a brief level, please. Yeah.
Yeah. So having been in the marketing world as part of my career journey, I feel like I'm passionate about helping brands or companies and services to expand and also grow their brand awareness, because that's the key to help them be successful and put themselves in front of their target audience or potential customers. And having been involved in influencer marketing for the longest time, I've seen that influencer marketing has been instrumental in helping brands and companies grow on an accelerated level. Because these days, influencers are followed by consumers that they trust, that they follow, and so these people tend to make sort of uh, purchasing choices or being influenced by the things that the influencers do or recommend. And so currently, I'm also helping the um, Kazakhstan government, or specifically the tourism board, to uh, work with influencers to help drive um, tourism to the country, because a lot of Western people uh, have sort of uh, uh, um, uh, sort of doubts or not familiar with the Central Asian regions, and they hear the name of Stan at the end, they may get scared or uh, not willing to explore that part of the world. And for me, having sort of rich sort of understanding about the Asian culture and the world history, Central Asia is like part of the Silk Road. It basically is a crossroads of where Asian meets East meets the West, and that's how Marco Polo uh, traveled to China and brought back a lot of the things that people are enjoying today. So I wanted to basically help demystify and educate people in that aspect as well.
Not only that, Central Asia is full with natural resources, excellent
Right.
food. When I traveled over there in Kazakhstan, I found a lot of common words which connects probably India with Kazakh culture. A lot of food
Hmm.
connecting with each other.
Right.
Yeah. And not only that, what I have seen, you have also worked with various different segments, like you have worked with fashion, you have worked with, I think, companies like L'Oreal, I think Zara, you have worked with multiple different other brands like Karma Automotive. So it's a vast amount of experience that you hold. But yet,
Yes.
see you, you are calm inside, you are always open for friends to help, you are always there to handshake with each other. In my life, what I have realized, people who got little bit of, I would say, I shouldn't say this as a success, but then when they start earning money, probably from one layer to another layer, maybe they have worked on that. Sometimes they lost the path, they become arrogant, they started getting ego in their mind, they feel that they are top of the world. So when I look at you, my friend, how do you calm yourself? How do you resilient? How do you are so focused at the same time? You don't have that kind of cherishness of ego, I would say. What is your secret sauce?
Well, so I know that nobody's perfect. So uh, every day we learn new things. So there's new things I probably don't know yet. I'm need to discover and explore and find new solutions, and also to understand how things work. So I make sure I'm humbled and also learning on a daily basis. So that keeps me grounded and also keep an open mind that maybe I haven't thought of something, but there's another way of doing things that's even more efficient or uh, more uh, cost effective or that's being receptive by different groups of people.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So in the last stage of Riding Tiger, because it's a very, very small podcast that I always prefer, last segment I always ask some interesting question, which is basically you can say rapid fire kind. So I'll be asking you maybe two to three uh, word, and whatever comes in your mind with that word, maybe if you can share that. Yeah, are you ready?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
White,
Um, Snow or um, uh, also related to if it's race is the Caucasian and also pure
okay. Love,
love, passion, and compassion, and also um, uh, relationship
growth,
growth, uh, improvement, also also uh, I guess self-improvement for now for
super.
that one.
Super. And if I may ask you a very simple question, when you are traveling around the world, you are traveling probably half of the time you are in flight. What do you do in flights? Is it many a times you sleep, sometimes you write, you work? What is your tendency?
Oh, when I'm traveling, when I'm flying, I can't sleep. So basically, I would entertain myself uh, with the with the um, with the uh, movies or TV shows or even um, documentaries.
Super. So you're like me. So I also do that. Along with that, I sometimes write. Yeah. It's okay. Quick last question. I'll not hold you back. I know that you are busy and this is like in another country. So imagine that you are in a beautiful, nice park. Yeah. And in the park, it's a sunny day, windy. Birds are singing in their own way. And there is only one bench over there in the greenery. So if I may ask you, whom would you be there sitting with? And then maybe having a conversation. So if I ask you, whom would that person would be? It can be maybe one of the person from your life. It can be anyone whom you really wanted to meet. So who that person would be and what kind of conversation you want to have with that particular person.
Yeah, yeah. So I would say I would like to meet someone that's local from that area. And so I would invite them to sit and to learn what I should be aware of for the local culture, the customs, and things like that, as a way for me to enrich myself in knowledge in 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 that country or city or whatever.
Brilliant, brilliant. That means you are more like a people person. You are not always like believe in the online meeting rather than in-person meeting is more relevant to you. Yeah,
Exactly, yes, because in-person meetings builds that connection and you can get to know the people better that way.
brilliant. I think we all learned a lot from this juggernaut. I can jolly well call him as the knowledge bank, I would say. Any final thing that you want to share with maybe the startup who just started their journey, maybe left their work, or some people just started their life because they want to start. So Like me, my story is different. I never ever wanted to join any company when I started my business. I was 17, completely with only passion and love.
Mm.
So there is a
Yeah.
crazy people like me as well. There are more mature people who have done work and then they made some money, the seed capital and the knowledge and network. Then they started probably their life. So what is your, I would say, three inputs to these kind of people?
Yes. So inputs would be to be open-minded, to be uh, friendly so that you can network and make connections with other people and share ideas and share insights to help you grow as a person as well as your career.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming and thank you for giving time. And I hope that a lot many people would love to connect you. And people who wants to really connect with the gentleman, I will probably put his LinkedIn in my video. He already have got more than 30,000 followers. So feel free to follow him, ask him the questions, and if it is relevant for your business, feel free to talk about business in those kind of social media. So stay happy and stay hungry, as one of my gurus said. That's Steve Jobs, who built Apple together. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much.